ሰላም እንደምን አላችሁ? ዛሬ በሌላ ቪዲዮ መተናል። የዛሬው ቪዲዮአችን ባዮሎጂ ቻፕተር 2 ላይ ያሉ ሪሚዲያል ጥያቄዎች ከዚህ በፊት የተጠየቁ እንዲሁም ይጠየቃሉ ብለን ያሰብናቸው ጥያቄዎችን ቀንጨብጨብ አድርገን ለእናንተ ይዘን ከቻስብልናል። ለቻናሉ አዲስ ከሆናችሁ ሰብስክራይብ መደረጉ እንዳይዘነጋ። ማንኛውም ያላችሁ አስተያየት ኮሜንት ሴክሽን ላይ ጻፍ አድርጉልን። እንዲሁም ቪዲዮ ከተመቻችሁ ላይክ መደረጉ እንዳይረሳ። ቀጥታ ወደ ቪዲዮ። አንደኛ, because water dissolves more substance than any other common liquids, it is biologically recognized as a highly hydrophobic medium, B universal solvent, C metabolic waste product, D reducing carbohydrate template. The answer is B universal solvent is the best answer. ሁለተኛ, which property of water allows plants and aquatic organisms to successfully photosynthesize at significant depths beneath a water surface? A high turgidity potential, B hydrostatic skeletal support, C high transmission of a visible light due to being colorless, D low surface tension characteristics. The answer is, what will be the answer? The answer is C is the best answer. ሶስተኛ, when water directly participates as an essential metabolite in the chemical reaction of metabolism, such as breaking down complex organic molecule, it acts as a reagent in A dehydration synthesis, B hydrolysis reaction, C phosphorylation cascade, D evaporative cooling. The answer is B hydrolysis reaction is the best answer. አራተኛ, essential minerals required by the body for proper growth and development are divided into major element and trace elements. Which of the following is classified as a trace element? A calcium, B phosphorus, C iron, D magnesium. What will be the answer? The answer is C iron is the best answer. አምስተኛ, which major element is fundamentally required by plant cells for the structural formation of the middle lamina within their cell wall? A calcium, B sodium, C potassium, D iodine. The answer is A calcium is the best answer. ስድስተኛ, deficiency in which element directly impedes the synthesis of chlorophyll in plants and cause anemia due to its role as a heme group in hemoglobin? A myeloglobin, B magnesia, C iron, D copper. The answer is C iron. ክሎሮፊል የምንለው ያው ሰላይት ላይ እንትን የሚያደርግ ነው። አኒሚያ ደግሞ አኒሚያ ማለት ነው ደም ማነስ ማለት ነው አይደል? ያ because of deficiency of iron የሚመጣ አይነት በሽታ አይነት ነው። ሰባተኛ, what is the biological function of the trace element of molybdenum in certain group of plants? A it forms the central structure of the chlorophyll molecule, B it acts as cofactor for the enzyme nitrogenase during the fixation of nitrogen, C it serves as an electron carrier in cytochrome oxidase, D it helps in the production of melanin pigment. The answer is B is the best answer. B is the best answer. It's cofactor ሆኖ ከናይትሮጂነስ ጋር ሆኖ ናይትሮጅን ፊክሴሽን ላይ ፓርቲሲፔት የሚያደርግ አይነት ኤሌመንት ነው። ስምንተኛ, trace mineral is an important constituent of the hormone thyroxine and has deficiency that leads to goiter or sertinism. A fluorine, B zinc, C iodine, D cobalt. The answer is C iodine is the best answer. ዘጠነኛ, which of the following states correctly categorize the three most common disaccharides found in living system? A glucose, fructose, galactose, B starch, glucose, cellulose, C maltose, lactose and fructose, D chitin, murin and inulin. The answer is C is the best answer. C is the best answer. አስረኛ, which major element is a key constituent of protein structure like keratin and organic compound like coenzyme A? A chlorine, B sulfur, C magnesium, D sodium. The answer is B sulfur is the best answer. 11ኛ out of the 103 known elements, how many are specifically involved in producing and maintaining life on our planet? A 109 element, B 6 element, C 13 element, D 20 element. The answer is 13 element. 12ኛ which 6 elements make up the common building blocks that chemically join together to give a cell its unique structure and internal chemical function? A hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sodium, potassium, chlorine. B carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphorus, oxygen and sulfur. What will be the answer? The answer is A is the best answer. A is the best answer. 13. The biological importance of hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon is largely due to their ability to form stable covalent bond and their respective valence of A 1, 2, 3, 4, B 4, 3, 2, 1, C 2, 4, 6, and 8, D 1, 1, 2, and 3. The answer is A is the best answer. A is the best answer. Because respectively የሚለው ሃይድሮጅን አንድ ነው፣ ኦክሲጅን 2 ነው፣ ናይትሮጅን 3፣ ካርበን 4 ነው። 14ኛ what is the name of the chemical process in which biomolecules are formed by removing a water molecule to join small repeating units into a long chain? A hydrolysis, B photolysis, D hydration synthesis, D phosphorylation. The answer is C is the best answer. C is the best answer. 15ኛ what functional group of determine the fundamental chemistry of all carbohydrates? A carboxyl and amino group, B phosphate and sulfate group, C hydroxyl group along with either an aldehyde or a ketone group, D alpha carbonate hydrogen atom. The answer is C is the best answer. C is the best answer. 16ኛ monosaccharides are chemically classified as aldose or ketose based on the position of a single carbon atom that lacks a hydroxyl group. All monosaccharides share property: A they are non-reducing sugars that fail Bendix test. B they are reducing sugars that can reduce copper from a valence of 2 to 1. C they are completely insoluble in water. D they contain only peptide bond. The answer is B is the best answer. B is the best answer. 18ኛ when two hexamonosaccharides combine by means of condensation reaction, what is the specific chemical bond established between them? A peptide bond, B glycoside bond, C ester bond, D hydrogen bond. The answer is B glycosidic bond is the best answer. 19ኛ which of the following tests correctly categorize the three most common disaccharides found in living system? A glucose, fructose and galactose, B starch, glucogen and cellulose, C maltose, lactose, sucrose, D chitin, murine and inulin. The answer is C is the best answer. disaccharides ስለሚል ነው። ሞኖ ቢሆን ኖሮ A ይሆን ነበር ማለት ነው። which disaccharides stand out as the only common non-reducing sugar among the double sugar? A maltose, B lactose, C sucrose, D glycogen. The answer is C sucrose is the best answer. 21ኛ why are giant polysaccharide molecules considered highly convenient storage form within a living cell? A their large size makes them relatively insoluble in water, ensuring they extract no osmotic or chemical influence. They dissolve extremely rapidly to alter the internal water potential of the cytoplasm. C they contain higher percentage of sulfur and phosphorus than lipids. D they cannot be broken down by hydrolysis reaction. The answer is A is the best answer. 22ኛ a student examine a structural polysaccharide that occur abundantly in the cell wall of fungi and the exoskeleton of arthropoda. Which compound is this? A cellulose, B chitin, C murine, D pectin. The answer is B chitin is the best answer. 23ኛ which specialized polymer of fructose serves as a reservoir of carbohydrate found in some plant groups as direct alternative to starch. A. Hemocellulose, B. pectin, C. inulin, D. glycogen. The answer is C. inulin is the best answer. 24ኛ Structurally, how do lipids differ from carbohydrates even though both are organic molecules composed of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen? A. Lipids have much higher proportion of oxygen atom. B. In lipids the proportion of oxygen is much less and hydrogen is more. C. Lipids are highly hydrophilic and dissolve rapidly in water. D. Lipid alloys lack glycerol backbone. The answer is B is the best answer. 25ኛ What is the primary structural difference between saturated and unsaturated fatty acid? A. Saturated fatty acid contain multiple double bond. B. Unsaturated fatty acid contain one or more double bond, whereas saturated fatty acid lack double bond. C. Saturated fatty acid always melt at much lower temperature than unsaturated one. D. Unsaturated fatty acid contain amino group attached to alpha carbon. The answer is B is the best answer. B is the best answer. 26ኛ A standard triglyceride molecule consists of which of the following component grouping joined via consideration? A. 3 glycerol molecules attached to one fatty acid. B. 1 amino acid attached to 3 nucleotide chain. C. 3 fatty acid molecule attached to 1 glycerol molecule. D. 2 hexose sugar linked by a glycoside bond. The answer is C is the best answer. 27ኛ Why does a given mass of lipid yield significantly more energy on oxidation than an equal mass of carbohydrate? A. Lipid contain an explicitly peptide bond framework. B. Lipid possess a higher proportion of hydrogen compared to a carbohydrate. C. Lipid dissolve entirely in universal aqueous solvent. D. Lipids are structurally composed of polar nucleotide chains. The answer is B is the best answer. Lipid possess a higher portion of hydrogen compared to carbohydrate የሚለው ትክክለኛ መልስ ነው። 28ኛ Which group of lipids serve as important structural constituent of cell membrane? A. Triglyceride and natural fat. B. Phospholipid and glycolipid. C. Testosterone and estrogen. D. Plant scent and wax derivatives. The answer is what will be the answer? Cell membrane ላይ ብዙ ጊዜ ምንድነው የምንለው? B. Phospholipid layer እንላለን። so መልሱ B ነው። 29ኛ Out of the more than 170 amino acids known to occur in cell and tissue, how many are commonly found as the structural unit of protein? A. 6 amino acid, B. 13 amino acid, C. 20 amino acid, D. 109 amino acid. The answer is 20 amino acid. 30ኛ Every basic amino acid possesses a central alpha carbon, which the following group represent the highly variable parts that indicate the unique identity of each amino acid. A. The basic amino acid group. B. The acidic carboxylic group. C. The single long hydrogen atom. D. The fourth position side chain known as R group. The answer is D is the best answer. D is the best answer. ሃያውም ተመሳሳይ ስትራክቸር ኖሯቸው ሳለ ግን R ግሩፓቸው ዲተርማይን ያደርጋቸዋል ማለት ነው። የዛሬው ቪዲዮአችን ይህ ይመስል ነበረ። በዚህ ቪዲዮ ላይ ያላችሁ ማንኛውም አስተያየት ኮሜንት ሴክሽን ላይ ጻፍ አድርጉልን። ለቻናሉ አዲስ ከሆናችሁ ሰብስክራይብ መደረጉ እንዳይረሳ። ከወዲሁ መልካም ፈተና ያለን ቪዲዮአችን በዚሁ እናገባድዳለን። ሰላማችሁ ይብዛ። ሰላም